Hey guys, and welcome back to Pure Heart. Chris here, as usual, back yet with a movie review. And this movie review has been requested for basically the past 2 months per se. It was on my first ever video and I'm just now getting to it. So to that person, if you're watching this, then hey, guess what? This is for you. But also, I'm so sorry that I have been late with getting this review out. So, here we are. And so, Angel Has Fallen. This is the third installment into the Fallen series, or the Has Fallen, whatever. Because the first one is the Olympus Has Fallen, the second one is London Has Fallen, and now here we are with the third one, Angel Has Fallen. And before we start off, no, this movie is not about Lucifer falling from heaven, and so, it's about Tim, or, a fallen angel, or a demon. It's not about that. So, if you're looking at this movie, it's like, oh man, I didn't see no Lucy, or I didn't see no demon ride in this movie. It's like, oh, why is it called Angel Has Fallen? It's like, it's a cool name. Olympus Has Fallen. Not really about Mount Olympus or anything about Greek. It's about, the capital, Washington, D.C. London Has Fallen. Well, it basically takes place in London. So, I guess for this one, they're just like, basically what happens in this movie is Gerald Butler's character, he gets framed for something that actually happened within the movie. Won't spoil that. But, however, he gets framed, and now he has to basically reclaim his name. And basically, also to start off, this movie is actually really for a certain type of audience. Honestly, if you liked Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, you'll probably most likely like Angel Has Fallen. If you have not yet seen those movies, I know Olympus Has Fallen is on Netflix. I don't know about London Has Fallen. I have not seen London Has Fallen. For me, this is not just really my cup of tea. It's just to me. And honestly, it's just really just trying to, think about, what happened during this movie. And it's just, it's one of those movies that I just felt like personally, where I basically forgotten the plot. I only remember the really great thing about this, what actually I truly remember, just watching this movie and just like, man, that really stuck out to me, is Nick Nolte's character. I mean, I guess this is mild spoilerish, but then again, this movie has been out for quite a while. It's already out on DVD, so basically he plays Gerald Butler's dad. Honestly, Nick Nolte's performance in it was amazing, okay? You got Gerald Butler, he always plays this very stoic person, and that's great. And so where you have Nick Nolte, in the past, he was kind of like this Gerald Butler character, but over time, just with life has given to him, he's basically become this like really withered, old kind of person. So basically, he plays this amazing character of the old guy in the woods that's kind of like a hermit, but at the same time, there's some parts in this movie where I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy, okay? This guy is insane. So overall, with the artist aspect of this movie, I would have to give this movie a 30 out of 100. It's just kind of middle of the road. It doesn't really invent the wheel or anything. And whenever it plays to its strengths, so the cheesiness was great. And then, whenever it got serious, it was like, yeah, it's fine. And then, you have Nick Nolte's character, which is superb. And so that's really where the only good is. Honestly, it's just like with the Christian aspect, this is a typical action movie. So honestly, if you've seen an action movie before, then you'll probably most likely know the tropes that is actually going to be played in this in this movie, okay, or even in a government type of movie. Okay, you're gonna have stuff with the government, you're gonna have action set pieces, and then you're gonna have basically everything in between. And so with that thing, there's some triggering aspects of that. Then maybe you should watch out for that. However, with the good of it, which I honestly have a little bit more nicer things, or whole lot more a little bit nicer things to say about you know the good of, and that is earlier I was speaking about Nick Nolte's character. This is honestly where this the fact that you know got my brain you know thinking is really just this fact of wearing yourself out, because honestly what this movie actually really does well, what I didn't actually talk about in the artists section, is because I wanted to save it for this section, and that is with this question of mortality of these you know stoic you know action heroes. You know, it's like, can they really truly you know go on for this forever? And that's on. And honestly, I see a whole lot other reviewers that you know have watched about this movie, just you know just get their thoughts on it, just to not also just be like, yeah, you know, this is just my thoughts, but you know to also understand what they're saying, which is also very helpful, just to get my thoughts you know just going. And what they said is that with a lot of action movies right now, I have been dealing with this question of. With the big stoic hero of mortality. And honestly, this movie, like with Nick Nolte's character, it truly deals with, you know, the after effects of, you know, it's like, man, dude, this thing, you know, this government, you know, they failed me, okay, or you know, they put me through so much of this, and that's honestly where I see really the good aspect in this. Some people may actually say, well, okay, that's kind of a bad aspect of it. I see the good aspect because you know it just keeps us reminded that you know that we can't be doing all this you know big you know stuff. Like we can't do all of that just basically on our own, and we can mindset. If you take this whole government aspect of it and you know you just truly watch, you know, just put Nick Nolte's character into say a church setting, and you know basically you know being withered and you know or you know just anything else that you know you take in life, or with a job, with just even just with basically God's work, okay, that you know it's like, hey, God has put me with this purpose and you know this passion, and you know but at the same time you know we can only take so much, and that's where you know we're truly relying on God. That's where I really think that this movie could honestly succeed in that aspect of you know his character. Just keep on thinking, it's like, man, dude, that's totally right. I can't do this like so much. I would have to give the Christian aspect a 70 out of 100. Just you know just great, some of it just great reminders. However, there's you know a few bits of typical action movies, so you know you're gonna deal with that in typical you know government type movies, so you know you guys are gonna deal with that, so I'm just gonna watch your eyes on that point. So overall, I would have to give this movie a 50 out of 100, a movie that has typical action and typical government type stuff. And so thank you to that person that commented about what they want me to review. And again, if you guys want me to review it, I'll review it. Hopefully it won't take me that long. No promises. But anyway, if you guys would like this video, comment for what you guys want me to review, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And guess what? You are loved. Boom. Bye.